In this video, I'm going to show you how you can achieve much more advanced use cases sending an emails from the M files than you can just by using the workflows. Email notification module is used when you would like to send an emails to external parties, for example, or when you would like to send an emails that can contain attachments from the M files, which you cannot do directly using the M files workflows without writing a custom code. So let's see the configuration of the email notifications. Once again, as in every other extension kit module, you define the triggers, and then for the triggers, you define when this trigger happens, what you would like to achieve. In our cases, we would like to achieve something with the email notifications. We would like to send an email notification. So in this rule, I have sending PDF document in attachment when project enter state approved. So imagine that you have some project documents in the M files. You are preparing your project materials, and then when you change the state of the project to approved, you would like to have an email sent to some email addresses that can, in that email you want to contain all the documents from the M files. Let's see the rule. We have the configuration mode advanced included, and notification type in this case will be event trigger or digest. So those are two options with the email notifications, which is different than with the other modules. So you can choose if you want to have some digest notifications. For the digest notification, you can specify schedule under which you would like to send an email notifications. So for example, if you would like to send an email notification every 24 hours, and that email notification will contain all the list of all approved projects, that you can achieve scenario like this. But in our case, we want to have this as an event trigger. If you select the event trigger, once again, you choose the trigger. It can be created, object changed, entered state, left state, whatever. Here in this specific example, I want to, as explained, I have the project object type of class project in a workflow PO approval, and then once it rates the state approved, we want to send an email notification. Now, let's see what we want to achieve here. So for the recipients, you can select either if you want to send a single email, so one email with all the recipients included, or you want to send the separate emails, which means that if you have a list of 10 recipients, all of them will receive a separate email. In our case, we want to send only one email. Specifying what exactly will be the content and who will be recipients, you can go to the email, and then you choose the fields like to, CC, BCC. For the to, you have the dynamic expression, and here you can define how you want to define the recipients. For example, you can also choose sending it to the specific user or specific group of users. But if you select dynamic, you can, for example, get the value of some property from the M file. So for example, if your project has like list of project members, which are all linked to the project, here you can specify, okay, I want to send to project members.email, and it will get all of their email addresses. You can specify the subject, very much similar like finding the emails. You can specify and you can use the expressions. So here, for example, I want to have the project and then get dynamically from the project that caused this action to execute. So the project that entered the state, get the project title, and then inside the body, you specify the body of email. As you would expect, that body type can be plain text or it can be the HTML. And you want to also include some attachments. And here under the attachment, I want to find the attachments by the reference. It can also be a custom object, so you can specify which object. It can be the source object. So for example, if the source of the trigger was the document itself, you can send this document in the attachment. Here we want to find the reference. And for the reference, we'll choose, okay, let's find all the documents that are referenced under the project documents, but only get PDF files. So if you have some, for example, Excel spreadsheets, it won't be sent because here I specify the wildcard which only gets the PDF files. And basically, on that way, you can achieve the case where when the project is approved, project members can get all the referenced PDFs in one email, and then you can use this as a form of kicking off the project or whatever. As with every other extension kit rule, you can specify some more advanced settings like the search timeout, if it's business critical or not, property error handling behavior, and things like that. So in this video, I just show you one use cases, but using the different email options and playing around with the two fields, subjects, HTML content of the email, which you can then use to brand in your own way. You can achieve much more advanced email notification scenarios for your customers by using the extension kit email notifications module.